San Francisco homeowners, are you thinking about selling in 2025? There's a lot going on. We've got mortgage rates where they are, interesting buyer trends, and now we've got tariffs. There's a lot to unpack. I'm going to walk you through what's going on. I'll share some tips to sell smart and cash in on your home's value. Let's dive in. Welcome to the wild, wonderful world of real estate. I'm Clay Gjevre, a top agent here in San Francisco, and I'm going to cut through the chaos and give you the real scoop. If you're a homeowner here in Noe Valley, Soma, or anywhere in the city, you might be wondering, is 2025 my year to sell? Some people have been waiting. Prices are hovering, the median price is over 1.4 million, but with high rates, economic buzz, and that whole doom loop noise that's still going around, it's no wonder you're feeling a mix of excitement and nerves. I've been diving deep into what sellers like you are saying, and the vibe is clear. You've made a lot of value in your home. You're very happy with that. A lot of sellers are frustrated with some really picky buyers, but people are cautiously hopeful about what's ahead. So here's where I come in. My job is to help you with insights that you need to make a smart move. Whether you're eyeing a big sale to fund your next chapter or just curious about the market, I got you covered. So let's kick things off with what's really driving San Francisco's real estate right now. Okay, San Francisco in April. It's a hotbed of opportunity, but it's not without challenges. Just this week, local experts reported that the Bay Area, including San Francisco, crushed it in Q1 2025, with surging sales, rampant overbidding, and homes flying off the market, fueled by this AI tech boom. San Francisco leads the nation in home selling over asking price, and the trend's only getting stronger. Luxury homes over $5 million, a whopping 104 sales in the San Francisco to San Jose area, up 82% from February. That's the kind of heat sellers are tapping into. But here's the catch. Median prices are still at 1.4 to 1.5 million, and inventory's up 10%. About 15,000 active listings. More choices mean buyers are pickier. Homes sell in 35 days on average, but Noe Valley and Pacific Heights, more like 15 to 20 days, with bidding wars. Soma condos, though, they can linger for 50 days or more, and really, it tests our sellers' patience. Mortgage rates aren't helping. We've got 6.6 to 6.8 for a 30-year fixed, pushing a $1.5 million home to $10,000 a month. Buyers are expecting upgrades and move-in ready. Whoa, was that an earthquake? Or is it just an economic shift? These tariffs are in the mix, and things have softened a little bit, but they're still going to raise renovation costs by 10, 20% or more, making buyers really cautious. Nationally, inventory is at a 2019 peak with 76,000 unsold listings weekly, and sales are lagging, which could signal a slowdown if tariffs tighten. Of course, San Francisco's different. AI startups, cash buyers, where they're keeping the demand alive, especially for those great move-in ready single-family homes. The vibe, strategic optimism. You're sitting on gold, but you've got to play it right. Now that we got the numbers down here, let's talk about what real San Francisco homeowners are feeling. I've been looking on social media, talking to other agents, talking to clients, talking to people at open houses, and emotions are really vivid. And some neighborhoods have made a lot of equity in their home. And this is a real financial lifeline, but they are worried too. Buyers lean into headlines about crime and the doom loop narrative, especially in places like the Mission. On the other side, here's what's got people buzzing. Billionaires and CEOs are getting big on San Francisco real estate. They're snapping up some of these properties as the city's rebounding. Posts on social media are shouting, "San Francisco is back." I might have made some of those posts myself, but it's firing up sellers and firing up some buyers. But frustration hits when listings stall. There were 200 expired in the last 90 days, mostly overpriced condos or fixer-uppers. The winners? Sellers in Pacific Heights, Noe Valley, the outer Richmond, where 50% of the homes spark bidding wars. They're not just listing, they're selling a lifestyle. Morning jogs by the bay, the cafe you love, pride in San Francisco magic. kind of funny because our pride in San Francisco and the magic that we have, despite all this noise, does kind of close deals. So let's tap into that winning mindset. How are you going to stand out in the 2025 market? Here are 4 killer tips to get you top dollar, and then a mistake, okay? I've got to throw one of those in. First, price it right from the jump. Overpricing is a deal killer. There was a home recently, they listed at $250 over the comps. They were on the market for 90 days, 0 offers. Don't be that listing. Check recent sales in your hood and price to spark buzz. Before you go on the market, take a look at where everybody else is priced. In San Francisco, we tend to price a little low in a lot of these neighborhoods. You got to get the right price to spark the right buzz and get the right number of people in there so that they can see the place and you can get multiple offers. Then you got to stage your home to wow. Buyers want move-in ready, especially with rates so high and now tariffs. You got to budget to spend money on paint. You got to get the place fixed. You can't look like you have deferred maintenance. So you've got to get everything cleaned up and spick and span and do some repairs. You've got to have the front of the house looking great. I've got other videos on this, and stage. They sell 20% faster, and faster homes always sell for more. Skip this and you're leaving cash behind. Third, tell your home story. San Francisco's about a vibe. Highlight that park nearby, the tech shuttle stop, or your cozy backyard. You gotta have pro photos and a video tour that buyers can really feel it. A Pacific Heights seller got $200K over asking by marketing their home's family-friendly charm and the storytelling appeal. I don't even know if we can say family-friendly anymore, but whatever. Lastly, if you can, target cash buyers. They are still king in San Francisco, and the transactions go a lot more smoothly. We've got tech execs, investors. They love single-family homes in these hot areas. Work with an agent who knows how to network and reach those guys, like private showings and niche networks. One home in the Richmond sold in 7 days to a cash buyer because it was marketed as a rare gem. Play to your strengths. San Francisco is a market where you can shine, but only if you act smart. Whether you're in Noe Valley or Soma, don't let high rates or tariffs steal your equity. Stick with me and let's make your home sale a win. Thank you so much for being here. I do this to try to help sellers out, and I would love to help you out. Set up time for us to talk down below. Give me a call, a text, email, whatever. But you know what? Subscribe and continue to get educated on the San Francisco market. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.